I think I broke my leg and now I'm caught.
Nice stunt work, pal. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Heavy Leather Topless Dance Party.
Yeah!
If you never saw our show before, we are a little rock and roll dance party. You're going to see some great rock and roll. You're going to have some laughs, and you're going to have a good time. Let me introduce everybody before we begin. My name is Ken. You might know me. You guys all know me as the... Don't blow it back there, buddy.
Those dang muskrats.
No, what was that? Nothing. It was nothing.
We got a rat problem.
Ignore it.
Yes, rat problem.
You might know me as the frankly legendary rock and roll writer, Sleaze Grinder. Thank you. To my right, there she is, everybody. It's America's Showgirl. It's Elsa Riot.
Yeah!
To my left, there she is, everybody. It's Chachi to my phones. It's the Jesse to my Walter. It's Stacy DC.
Yeah!
And to my other left, there they are. It's the Kings of the Nighttime World. It's the Black Leather Lagoon.
Hey, buckos!
Incredible show tonight. We got rock and roll from a band from Providence, Rhode Island. You ever been there?
Best place in New England.
Sure, why not? You're going to love them. They're called Queen Anne's Revenge, everybody.
Yes!
Let's take a look. Take a look at... Oh, look at them.
Look
wow.
at that hair. 1, 2, 3, 4 heads of good hair.
That's an...
Damn it.
That is... That's a rock and roll band over there. Also tonight, funny lady Angela Sawyer is here.
Yes.
She's one of the...
Weirdest ladies in town.
She's one of the weirdest ladies in town, and we got her.
We got her. She's a good get, man.
But before we get to all that, I just wanted to take tonight for a few minutes, just for a few minutes, we're going to look a little inward for once.
Oh,
we're usually looking outward. We're going to look a little inward because tonight is a special night here on the Heavy Leather Topless Dance Party. And let me tell you why. If you know math, none of you guys know math.
None of us. Literally none of us.
But tonight, right here, tonight is our 100th show!
Who knew that would happen?
Did he do that right?
Yeah, it worked out.
Did it? Look at that.
Was this your plan?
It's perfect. That was my plan.
I think it worked.
That's beautiful. Yes, it's our 100th show, so we get to celebrate having done this 100 times. By the way, I got a letter from the Somerville Media Center today.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
And
Can
usually,
you read it?
Usually what happens when we get letters from Somerville Media Center, it's like we saw vagina at 42nd minute.
Of course you did.
Is that how you were informed about that via letter?
You can't light the studio on fire. The studio wasn't on fire. There was just fire in the studio.
It was a mistake.
Totally, that's a different thing.
You cannot have your 14-year-old intern throw a bag of money at a stripper. You can't do that. Those are the letters that we usually get.
We do as we know.
Did they cite a
here.
reason why not?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Never.
I don't think there's. Anyway,
I can't think of a single one.
We got this one, and I think it's got a nicer tone. Than you want to read it, Stacey?
I would love to read it.
Okay, here we go.
The Somerville Media Center sends your way a heartful and hearty congratulations on the occasion of your 100th episode.
Oh.
Yeah!
Wow, this is getting good.
Is it?
All of us appreciate the dedication, talent, entertainment, and enthusiasm your entire enterprise brings to the Media Center week after week. The Somerville viewers and viewers beyond appreciate the unique style and pure joy you all display for your work.
Aww.
Once again, please accept our sincere congratulations for a job well done. Happy 100th. Holy shit!
Yeah!
That ain't bad.
And they didn't even mention our other infractions.
Wow.
So that's great.
Who knew the board of directors president was Joe Lynch, by the way?
Yeah,
Thanks,
sure.
Joe.
So that's it. So anything we've done wrong has now been wiped clean.
Yeah, the slate is
And we
clear.
We can start over tonight. So any infractions tonight, it's a whole new cycle. I don't remember how we started the show exactly. I got some inkling, but I don't really exactly know. But I will tell you this much. I remember before the first show, I met with Strange Fuzz, who was, of course, our original house band, at 1369 in Inman Square, and I told them we're going to do 6 shows. It's going to be one season,
And then you're gonna blow it.
and then we'll come back. We'll come back in like 6 months and we'll do another 6 shows, and that's it. And that's not what happened. We just kept going.
Week after
week 6, you were like, let's
Let's
do
just keep
this.
going.
Okay.
And then here we are, 2.5 years later. So I thought we would just take a couple minutes here.
2.5 years?
Yeah, not 2016 we started. It's 2019 now.
Yeah, I know. It flew
I
by.
am getting old.
Yeah, but
folks.
like it was 52 weeks in a year. Then 2 years would be like
you missed.
104th. So
But you missed. Well,
yeah, I guess we missed some.
well, no. But
That many, though?
technically,
I don't know. This math
Technically-
doesn't add up.
well, because technically it's our 106th show.
What does that
Wait,
even mean?
what? Can we just forget you?
Forget
ever
all
said
that.
All right, it's our 100th episode. Yay!
Happy 106, everyone.
So let's pal around. If we can get Black Leather Lagoon, if you guys want to come over
Yeah, come
and talk
over
a little
here.
bit about what it's like being the house band on a rock and roll TV show. Also, I think is Captain Turtle here? Where is he? Is he back there? Captain Turtle's there. Because Stace, because you know our 14-year-old intern, we promised his dad we wouldn't put him on camera. So Captain Turtle is going to be speaking for Rui tonight.
Oh,
so
nice.
Thanks, Captain Turtle.
yeah. All right, very good. So let's talk a little bit about what it's like being on the Heavy Leather Topless Dance Party. Elsa, do you remember how you ended up here?
I don't know. I was here once, and you just asked me to keep coming back, and I said, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Kind of how you just kept going with this.
What is it about this show that keeps you coming back week after week
Oh,
after
it's
week?
all of you amazing people.
Really?
Yeah,
Which one of us is amazing?
all of you.
Really?
God,
All right.
everyone-
Fishing,
yes.
man. Fishing for a compliment.
He's like, I want a list.
I'd say the music might even come second to the friendship for me.
Whoa.
Oh, friendship,
How much I love them.
music, and friendship. How about you, Stacey DC? Originally, when I proposed the show to you, you said no way, forget it. I'm
I
not
said,
doing that.
get out of here. You've lost your mind.
Yeah,
man.
you were like, this is the dumbest idea I ever heard.
Yeah.
Now
I
here you
said,
are.
you're going to make a mockery of yourself. That's
Yeah.
what I said.
Job well done.
Did I? I don't know. Did I?
You certainly did, but I loved it so much that
Yeah.
I, too, wanted to make a fool of myself week after week. And here I am.
Chris Knievel, and I would say, I don't know the numbers. I think that Elsa has been here. Elsa, do you remember what show it was? That
It
you,
was like just over a year ago.
Okay.
Chris and I started. Where? Oh, you're right.
right there.
I am.
We smoke 100
Sober.
times more weed than we used to.
Yeah. It's been a foggy season.
We started at about the same time, and I didn't even realize it at the time because he seemed like such a mainstay of the show, but it just so happened that like before I was a full-time member,
Right.
We just happened to be on the same shows
because,
as guests.
because Chris and his wife Rebecca was our sound person, and Johnny, who was obviously the drummer of the band, who used to be the camera person. Everybody, they were all already working on the show before they become the Black Leather Lagoon.
It's true.
So and I think the Gala, your band, the Gala, was on the show like on the 8th show or something. It was very early on.
Episode 10.
Episode 10.
Yeah. The
And-
first annual gala, which there hasn't been a second annual
Oh,
gala.
yeah, that's right. And Stacy, I think, was on the 8th when you came and did a head.
Did an arm stand, and
Did an arm
that's
stand.
really solidified my spot here.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, look, our the guy standing in for our 14-year-old intern is right there. Hey, Captain Turtle, tell us what Rui thinks about working on the Heavy Leather Topless Dance Party.
Well, I think Rui really enjoys it here.
Yeah,
Um,
that doesn't sound turtly enough. Do
Yeah.
it more turtly.
well, I think Rui really enjoys it here.
Is that turtly? I don't know. Is that good? Is that good, Chris?
I pictured like it being
More nasally.
Really?
like it's a reptile. Like it's like
No, I would be like.
Reptiles, are they?
yeah.
Oh, they are.
I have no idea. Don't take my word for it.
I think we were like.
Fucking, they're pandas.
Rui really likes it here, like that kind of thing.
That was good, bud.
Is that good?
Turtle.
God, do it like
What
that.
is
Do
that?
it, do it like that, Rui. I mean, Captain
Rui
Turtle.
really likes it here.
What do you like about it, Turtle?
The boobs. He sees boobs all the time. Imagine being 14 and having access to boobs every week. Of course you'd be coming back.
I mean, I
We're
can
all on the
imagine
list.
it,
Well, I think he comes back mainly, like Elsa said, for everybody here.
Aww.
Also, terrible idea, buddy. Terrible.
Don't worry, he knows better than to aspire to be anybody.
Johnny Barash,
Yeah.
bring us back, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Bring us back, buddy, to the beginning. You've been here the longest. You've been with me here the longest.
Yeah, you know,
And
it's
tell me how you got here and why you stayed.
Yeah, you asked me to come down. We had done some stuff together previous at your old shows
Yeah.
on
She's got a
CCTV
super
and
show.
this and that, and then
Yeah.
you're like, hey, can you work a camera?
Yeah.
I was like, why not, man?
Yeah.
So that, and then, yeah, this is like everybody else is saying, like, this show is my life, and then everything. Then you put up with all the bullshit the other fucking 6 3/4 fucking days until you could come back here and enjoy the fucking magic, man.
It's beautiful. That's what it's all about. It's about enjoying the magic. And really, if you think about it, we have shined the light on just almost 100 bands, 100 rock bands, maybe more, 100 rock bands or more, and incredible variety of comics and burlesque dancers and all jugglers, everything.
We saved the town.
We've seen it all. We've done it all right here on the show, and there's been many magical moments, and I hope we make at least 100 more magical moments.
Let's do it.
But,
Mr. Mayor, we're ready for our key to the city, okay?
Yeah.
Honestly, though, don't you think that we deserve some kind of
Yeah. Kurt and
Chocolate
Tony,
Center
don't be
shit.
cheap.
Well,
we all
I
know
hear
he's not
the,
getting reelected anyway.
what did Captain Turtle just say?
He's talking about the mayor.
He's getting political.
He's telling him he's not. Well, let's keep that for another
Typical
episode.
reptilian.
So I think now would be the
Soon we'll
time.
control the world.
Now would be the time, Stacy. You want to pop your cork?
Oh my God! I brought champagne.
We're not supposed to have alcohol in the set, but we figure at the 100. Rui, you gotta. I mean, Captain Turtle, you gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
Gotta go.
no
But
booze
turtles
for you,
are-
I can
bud.
Hundreds of years
I can
old.
see where.
Anyways.
As
Yeah, I
quickly
can-
as you
I
can.
See, I can see where I can get in trouble already. All right, Captain Turtle. There you go. Get out of here. Out of here. Out of the. Oh!
That was good.
She nailed the floor director.
Yeah, you just hit.
God damn it. Look at where.
What?
Bring that thing down.
Oh
Bring that
Justin,
thing
pull
down.
it down.
Hold it down.
no! No, the other one.
Somebody did it. All right, everybody get back to where you belong. You can. Stace, you can. There you go. There you go. All right, everybody.
No, you next.
Well, that was fun. It was nice to.
Happy 100, buddy.
It was nice to reminisce.
Oh,
Happy 106 doesn't
All right,
have the
let's-
same.
let's get a little less mushy now.
Right now, we're gonna get down, what you call to the nitty gritty. By the way, when you popped the cork, you nailed our floor director.
Sorry
Impressive.
about that. I feel good about it, but I'm sorry at the same time. It's how I
So-
live my life.
Look, as sometime while this act is performing, somebody come over here, perhaps Captain Turtle, and yeah, and take that down, because now we're back to episode 10, and I don't want to go all the way back to episode 10, although that is where we first saw the
Pretty good
gala.
episode.
No, it's pretty good.
You didn't have monitors then. Bands didn't have monitors.
I know we didn't. It was.
They literally told us 2 minutes
It
before
was,
air.
it
Yeah,
was
we
a
didn't
mess.
have monitors.
I didn't know.
monitors.
I didn't know we were supposed to have monitors, but don't worry, because we got them now, and you're gonna hear them. Here there, everybody, from Providence, Rhode Island. It's Queen Anne's Revenge!
Let's go right into the fucking next one. So this next one is called "It's Not You." Parentheses. Get him, Skeeter. Close parentheses. Hey man, hold my beer.
everybody. Queen Anne's Revenge. Let's we'll get him over here. We'll talk to him. Stace, do your turtle. What would your turtle sound like? Here we go.
Mine sounds like Eeyore.
Go ahead, give it a shot.
I'm a turtle.
Oh, pretty good. Queen Anne's Revenge. Come on over here. We're just bantering
Get
around
your
waiting for you
hard
to.
rocking asses over here.
Yeah, here they come, everybody. It's just fine room. There's always room. There's always room on the couch. Hey, everybody, look at them. It's Queen Anne's Revenge. Stace, make sure you put and also put microphones in their faces, and we will ask them who they are. Just
If
say
you guys tell me that you're younger than 21, I'll die. Because you're so cool.
Here's what we're gonna do. All right, you ready?
I wish.
Yeah, name, age optional, but you have to give us your horoscope sign and the most important part,
Your MySpace screen name.
perfecto. Perfecto. All right, here we go. Let's do it.
I'm Cassidy. Horoscopes, man.
That's not your age.
I should
Yeah,
be
whatever.
a
No,
Technically, I'm a Cancer, but that's
Okay.
bullshit.
age is next. You're just skipping
I'm
right around.
as old as time.
Okay,
As
all right.
wise as the sands that run through the
All right,
desert storms.
and MySpace screen name.
Desert storm sand.
That's pretty good.
I
Thanks.
love her. I love her.
I love
You
you
do?
too.
Oh.
Yes.
You guys
she's
can-
the best.
You guys can hang out. You guys can hang out later, but we got to do an interview first. Go ahead. Let's get through the introductions,
All right,
please.
I'm Chris. Oh, age is 24.
24.
I was born in June. You do the math.
Gemini.
There we go.
That could have been two.
It could have been two things. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
MySpace screen name? Are you too young for MySpace?
No.
Okay.
I don't
It's
remember
okay if you were.
Okay. All right.
That's it. The end.
Were any of these people in your top 8 when you were in MySpace? Or is...
Nope. Maybe Cassidy was. I think she's the only one I knew when I was like 12.
Yeah.
Because they're siblings.
Turns out you
right.
blew the surprise, buddy. I was gonna have them guess. Maybe they would guess.
It's some Maury shit right there.
Maybe they would guess.
I mean,
Is
we
it a
don't
lie
need to
detector
guess.
test?
They're obviously the two that are siblings, buddy. That's
Oh,
not a
are
great
they? I don't
game.
know. You were like, hey.
Look at their fucking hair.
Sam and Drew aren't siblings?
I think it might be
We're
us, right?
definitely siblings.
It'll be right here.
Yeah, it could be those two.
I got the Irish
All right,
side.
go ahead. Let's find
All right,
out who those two
I'm
are.
Drew. I'm 23 years old. I think I'm a Virgo. I know
Okay.
my birthday is.
I'm a
I just don't know
Virgo. I'll
what that
tell you.
is. But
She's got you back.
and did I ever have a MySpace? No, I actually never had a MySpace.
Wow, all right, good for you.
now either.
I don't. I'm off the grid right now.
She's off the grid.
That's right.
That ring
I'll take that one too. I'm Sam, affectionately known as Sammy Bones.
That's right.
That happens a lot.
Is it because you're skinny?
No, it's because my name's Sam and I got bones. There we are. There we are.
That's a good
And yeah, I am
reason.
skinny, so opposed to the other side of it. I'm 24, and my MySpace page is now Sammy Bones. So
Sammy Bones, everybody.
made it up.
That's incredible. Wow, that took up all our time. We'll see their. No, I'm just kidding. So you guys are Queen Anne's Revenge. Let's get to the question that's on everybody's.
Yeah.
Who is
Name.
Who is Queen Anne? Why does she require
Oh, that's
revenge?
Cassie's job.
Okay,
Well,
all right,
Cassie's
Cassidy. Here we go.
It's Queen Anne was a figure in the monarchy in England.
Okay,
She was a queen.
she was a queen. Yeah,
However,
right.
she really doesn't have that much to do with the name. It was Blackbeard's pirate ship. I like
Okay.
pirates.
That's right. We saw Pirates of the Caribbean. You're like, that's cool. Let's see that.
Pretty much.
Do you have? Is there a slight pirate theme to your band?
I mean, Chris and I just kind of look like pirates every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Um,
the eye makeup.
That's
You
just
are-
kind of the way we
you are
we
kinda-
dress.
Raised as pirates?
We
you
were.
That's
Yeah.
a secret.
We were.
Oh, you weren't supposed to know. That was the secret at the end.
Shit. I'm sorry.
have to have really cool hair or
Don't tell them where the buried
They
treasure
tried to
is.
get rid of one of us because they battled us to like sword, dueling and shit like
Yeah.
that, but we both survived, so it sucks for them.
Yeah.
Guys are strong.
That's right.
Exactly.
I mean,
We didn't walk the plank.
Cassidy
Queen Anne
does.
is your parent.
Yeah, Cassidy does have a bit of a swashbuckling vibe, I would say.
That's
I
just having us
appreciate
be
that.
born.
Yeah. All right. That's all fantastic. But tell us about. So you guys are from a place that's called Providence, Rhode Island.
And
Yes, we
yes.
are.
Tell us about it. And here's what I want you to do very quickly. If we were going to spend, Stacey and I are going to go spend a day in Providence, Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're not. But
Yeah, but if we were, where would we go?
That's it.
Oh man, there's so many good restaurants
Is money an
down
option
there.
or no?
You might fall into a pothole though if you're not careful, so
Okay.
don't spend the day in there.
Okay.
But I mean, Julian's is a great restaurant.
If we have $1 million and we have to blow it all in one joint.
Yeah, where do we go?
Just go to buy a fucking manager. Oh, that's in Newport.
Shout out to around the
That's
corner.
Providence. Yeah. I don't know. You guys drink a lot. What do you do?
Just go drinking, man. I mean, you can buy
Go to
rounds
the
for
liquor
everyone.
store.
No, there's no fun in that.
no,
That's where you see the
Providence
bars.
for Lovecraft's grave.
Oh yeah, there's Lovecraft's grave. There's some Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, yeah,
that's
there you go.
free.
That should have been the first thing, buddy.
Well, you don't. That's free though.
You can't blow $1 million there. I mean, if
I
you
mean,
like
you
lose
could
it,
go
blows out of your
drop
pocket, I guess. But
Yeah.
Queen Anne's Revenge, everybody. All right. Now you do have to get on here. Go ahead. See you later. Don't worry, everybody. We're going to hear a little more
You and me
from
both.
Queen Anne's Revenge in just a little bit.
I love that, Cassidy, so much.
I think you guys made a little
I think
connection.
there was a connection there.
All right, very good. Hey, you know how this show goes. First, we have some music, then we have some laughs. And tonight, we have one of the funniest ladies in town, and it's her job. She is going to make you laugh. Here she is, everybody. It's Angela Sawyer!
Yay! Hi there, everybody. Nice to meet you. Happy 100th episode. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for having me on episode 100. So far, my favorite part of the episode is when house drummer Johnny took off his sunglasses and he was so high that his eyes were still shut. It's a good episode. If we haven't met before, hello. My name is Angela. I am a frumpy, artsy, frump sort of lady. I've lived here in Somerville and Cambridge and JP my whole life. I have all the things that I need to do that. I got the scraggly bird's nest up on the top. And in the middle, silhouette of a Tennessee deputy. And then down at the bottom, just big childless mystery. Nobody knows what is happening down there. I try and keep that covered up in as much denim as humanly possible. Walk around Cambridge, that's what you got to do. It's no lie. I have three pairs of jeans that come up so high they hit the back of my bra strap. That's just real life if you're a Cambridge middle-aged lady. I am a 48-year-old lady, which is why I have a whole closet full of scarves the color of vomit. That's just what you do. It's what you do. I'm an overweight lady, and I'm out and stout. Like, we're here, we're spheres, get used to it. Slug life chose me, that's what I'm telling you. Some people don't like being overweight, but I like it a lot. I think it's great. You get to eat whatever you want. Shallow people ignore you, and you have a vagina that is like real truck tough. You know, like I might not look good in yoga pants, but if I turn this way, I can pull down a tree with a rope. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you see what I'm saying. You see what I am saying. I had a hard time when I was a kid. Actually, I didn't fit in very well when I was a kid, and I got some help. My parents hired this great babysitter who taught me how to interact with other people. It was so useful. So that's why I can come on TV now and talk to a thing that looks like a penis, and it's fine. It's totally fine. Her name was Wendy, and I met her when I was about 8, and she totally helped me out. Her very first lesson to me was what gaydar is. She was like, "Hey, Angela, if you see an attractive gentleman and you lean in, touch him on the shoulder, really engage, if he backs up, that's how you know." And I was like, oh shit, everyone I know is gay. I am going to win the progressive medal right now. I got it early. Perfect. As an overweight lady, as I got older and a little wider, I actually thought that you could stop getting catcalled. I thought at some point you would size out of it. And that's not true. What happens is that it just gets a little more gross, which is fine. I think it's a good thing. This summer, I was walking through a parking lot behind Central Square, 2 o'clock in the morning, and lo, I heard a sound from across the way. It was a gentleman, and he said, "What do you smell like?" And I was like, duh, Domino's. It's just cheese and sugar mixed together, guys. Come get it. Come get it. It's a good time. My favorite kind of feminism is drunk girl feminism. Oh my God, that is my favorite. I don't know if you guys have met this brand of feminist girl. They're amazing. Totally amazing. I love talking to drunk girls outside of bars, especially, 4'11", 85-pound drunk girls, 20 years old. My favorite. Partly because they've never talked to someone like me. Partly they've never talked to someone like me. Also, they've never talked to someone who doesn't want to fuck them. So it's a good thing. I don't like. It's an adventure. Like it's like talking to one of those old magic 8-balls. Like you don't know what's coming next. You just know she doesn't understand the future. So it's pretty cool. I was talking to. I was standing outside a bar in Alston not too long ago, and this little girl, we hadn't met. I didn't know her at all, and she like ran up to me and tried to hug me right off the bat, and she like jumped in the air a little. It was way too enthusiastic, and she goes, "I'd like to be more like you." First words out of her mouth, and I was like, "Okay, well, like start by ordering like 700 large pizzas. That will get you started, and then like work on how much you hate my roommate Eric." He owns a small dog and he vapes. He's a real piece of shit. He's a real piece of shit. Best drunk girl feminist that I've ever seen was at a bar late night when it was just about to close. These two girls had made instant drunk friends, and they were one girl had a phone, and they were like leaning over it, their heads touching and like swaying in a little circle together. And the girl who owned the phone, she goes, "This guy, he wants to take me on a date in the woods." And the other girl, perfect drunk feminist, so supportive. She's like, "Girl, you go on that date. You could be the murderer on that date." You guys are the best. Thanks, Heavy Leather Topless.
Angela Sawyer!
Yeah.
Can I sneak in on the couch? Oh, I get to be in the middle. Thank you.
There's always room on the couch.
I love the couch says heavy leather because I feel like that's the heaviest leather.
Yeah, that's the heaviest leather in the room. That's for sure.
I had an epiphany during your
Please,
set, and
tell
I
me.
forgot it already because I smoked it, but I was just like, "That's special. I gotta remember
Thank
that."
you.
I already forgot
It's
it.
okay. It's okay. That's what drugs are for.
I forgot to ask Queen Anne's Revenge. They're playing a prom soon. I wanted to.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, is that not happening?
You got fired.
Should we not talk
prom
about it? Did you get
gig?
fired from the prom gig?
They weren't able to pay us, and it was a lot of work.
We can throw one in here if you want, or we can play that one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, I remember my epiphany.
Okay, go ahead.
What is it?
Just witnessing a person who has only engaged with the sex they're attracted to in a sexual way, and watching them be engaging in a different way is like, fuck
Thank you.
That's a special
Do you know what she's talking about,
observation.
also?
I
No.
appreciate that.
All right, very good. That sounds right. All right.
It sounds good to me.
I don't know.
All right, well, sorry.
Hey, by the way, here's what I want. Angela's got her fingers in a lot of stuff in town.
It's
She's
true.
all over the comedy scene. Here's my question to you: Is there any good comedy gimmicks happening? And let me say this: like, for example, for a while there, if you remember, there was like shows where remember this, Stacey, where people had to hold their pets while they were doing.
I totally threw one of those.
Yeah, there you go. I like.
There's the hot pepper one too.
Yeah,
There's a hot
there's
pepper
a
one.
hot pepper
What's
one.
that? You have to eat a hot
You have
pepper?
to eat a hot
You eat
pepper, and then you have to do
ghost
your
pepper,
jokes.
Then do your
I've
jokes,
been
yeah.
I've been so tempted to like port that over to burlesque. It would be like the least sexy,
Oh my
but
God.
most hilarious thing ever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I make that happen?
Yeah, you
Let's
probably
You
try
should.
it
should.
right
That's a good
here.
idea.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
So there any new comedy gimmicks
there's,
happening? You wanna-
well, I run a show that's in my house.
Okay.
And I helped throw a show that was in a van. We haven't had any shows in a bathroom
You were
yet,
the
but I
van
think that's
show
coming.
lady?
I helped do the van
That
show.
was
Yeah,
cool.
it was Will's
The show
van,
was
but
in a
I just
van?
helped- Yeah, it was
You just
totally.
ride
The guy
around in a
lives in a
van.
van, and so we just stopped.
I know that guy. He was on the show. That guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Will
Robert-
Martin.
Will Martin. He's great.
Yeah.
It's so creepy, that show.
No, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I love creepy.
Good. Then we'll get along great.
By the way, here's another question that I have. I feel like, and I'm not sure if this is correct or not, but like, so there's comedy, right? Do you think there is a separate but equal Christian comedy circuit happening right under our noses that we don't even know about. Do you think that's happening?
Because
No.
we're not in the circle.
No, I don't think that's happening.
Like there's other right like a
Like
church.
clean comedy
Yeah.
church.
There
Yeah.
are people who do clean comedy, but they also do the regular kind.
No. I want somebody that's clean all the time.
Good luck.
Okay.
Isn't that
Why?
like
Why,
Ryan
though?
I just think it would be
Hamilton?
funny.
I think
Ryan
that's the
Hamilton.
creative.
Why do you
Is
think
all
that would be
clean.
funny?
I don't know. It'd be something new, right? Like, but but here's because, like, there's a whole there's like a Christian music scene that people
There
don't know
is.
about. There's
There
like
is.
Christian death metal bands, and you
Yeah.
just don't know about it because you're not a Christian. But
So
they play
many
at churches and
secrets.
stuff. So I'm assuming that there's Christian stand-up comedy, and you just don't know about it. And maybe they'll walk into the comedy store or a studio one of these days, and it'll blow everybody away with this incredible Jesus comedy.
Would you book that person on the show?
I would, in a second, I would book that
Give it a
person on the show.
shot.
But we've had
Let's
people that
find that
we
person.
have had people on before that wouldn't come, that were going to come on that wouldn't come on because they thought that our show was satanic. So
No
that's
shit.
how we
Oh,
were.
there you go. There
Who?
they are.
Wait, who?
That's all.
I need
to
to
Long
know.
That's
story,
what
we
it takes to
can't-
find them.
Tell me after the
They
show.
will be back. That's all.
I'll tell you after the show.
It's nuts.
You do a lot of storytelling stuff.
I do. I like storytelling stuff a lot. It's fun.
Here's number one problem,
Okay.
right, of why there aren't better storytellers these days. I mean, you're a great storyteller. What
Thank
I'm
you.
saying in general, when you're talking to people, not on a stage doing a storytelling.
Oh, I
thing,
understand. Like
where
when
you're having
a person tells
conversation
a
with
story at a
people.
party.
Right. Here's the number one thing, is that people don't actively go out and seek weird situations anymore. They spend too much time going, hey, I can't wait to get home and watch Netflix. There's
Or,
nothing,
like,
you're not going to come up with any
Prepare for
good
my
stories.
career.
Right.
Yeah.
You need to wander into bizarre circumstances
Yeah.
any chance that you get, just so you have the story later.
I've had a lot of weird jobs, and sometimes people ask me how I got them,
Yeah.
and I tell them, "Oh, when crazy people talk, I don't interrupt them."
Right.
That's how.
What's your
exactly
weirdest
right.
job?
Yeah.
Well, I used to have a job autographing baseballs. I was the not very famous baseball player Phil Rizzuto.
Okay.
And then somebody would take my baseballs and sell them on eBay to unsuspecting 10-year-old boys, which is a little sad.
That is a little sad.
I also worked on an all Frank
Is
Sinatra.
that sex work or?
It's kind of.
No, I signed it with my hand, not my vagina.
Yeah, finish that sentence.
I worked on an all Frank Sinatra radio show.
Okay.
It was 8 hours long. It was all Frank.
Oh.
And I did it for about a year and a half. And then one day,
A
the
year and a
producers,
half?
one day the producers they wanted to stop paying me in money and start paying me in frozen steak. And I was like, that's too Italian for me. I don't know what to do.
I think Frank
I would be down
Sinatra-
for that for like 1 to 2 paychecks,
Oh, my
definitely,
God.
but like
Just
not.
a freezer full of steaks worth. Yeah.
Frank Sinatra's my least favorite, and I hear
Your
it all day
least
long.
favorite? You can't think of
drive me
anything
bananas.
worse.
We go to this Italian restaurant in Inman Square sometimes, and you know they're playing Frank Sinatra, and I want to strangle myself after.
It's your least favorite?
It's honestly the least favorite thing I can even think of.
Fuck, buddy, that is heavy.
I'd rather go to the dentist and get another
I
tooth
quit the
pulled.
show.
Really? Are you a Frank Sinatra fan?
No, that's a crazy thing to say. Anyway.
Dave Matthews Band?
Yes,
Yeah, Dave Matthews Band is
exactly.
way
Matthews
worse.
Band is fucking
Right.
terrible.
It's true.
I'm
He's-
thinking
There
about
are
it.
worse
Very
things
good-
than Frank
very good
Sinatra.
point.
You're right.
But I
Very good
haven't
point.
heard all of Dave Matthews yet. But I've heard all of Frank Sinatra's
That's
a million.
fair. That's a good
Yeah, you
point.
have heard
so
of
much.
them.
million times. There's so much, and it's in an endless loop at this Italian restaurant. I forget the name. It's a good
I'd go
restaurant.
there.
Try to get him on the show.
By the way, speaking of, Angela used to have her own record store. Here's a really remarkable thing.
Sure.
I want to tell you this. Oh, here's another thing. Stacey, you remember when we saw Angela's band?
Yeah, where were
It
we?
was at the Midway,
Karaoke?
it was at the Midway Cafe.
Yeah, where they have
And,
Was it
karaoke.
karaoke?
It wasn't that night, but it was.
And she was
where they
and
do
she was
that.
opening for the Space Lady.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we went to see the Space Lady.
Remember the Space
I like
Lady?
the Space
Can
Lady
you
a lot.
describe the Space Lady, Stacey?
Just, maybe there was an organ or something and lots of, mobiles. Was that what it was?
You did a good job there. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
A suitcase?
But
Were
here's
you the one with the suitcase?
She was the one
I
with the
was.
suitcase.
I
Yes,
did
that
have a
was you.
suitcase. It's totally
But
me.
here's the point. She had a record store, and while she was running that record store, she would review every record that came into the record store
It's true. Lots of them.
because she wants to sell it. And she was selling weird records. In fact, the name of the store was Weirdo Records. So
Tiny
there was
spot.
a lot of weird records in there. And here's what would happen. She reviewed 18,000 records.
Holy
Wow.
shit! That's
Jesus.
so many records.
Do you
It's
remember
way
them
too
all?
many. No, none of them. Yeah.
Isn't that incredible?
It's a lot.
It's amazing.
Some of them are on the website Perfect Sound Forever, so you can go read them if you want.
And what happened
What is
to that
happening? Why is
business?
what is Roxy? What you?
The Gizmos played.
That's right. The Gizmos totally played.
Yeah. Oh, Roxy got
totally did.
excited.
Roxy.
Shut up, Gizmo,
She was
shut up,
gesturing.
Ken.
I didn't know.
She was
They're
going
great.
like, yes, Weirdo Records.
Oh, she was. I was like, are her mics off or something? But
Yeah, I
she
thought
was-
we were getting that.
Yeah, I thought we were.
I saw her reacting and I just like nodded and smiled. I was like, yeah.
She was just
It's true.
excited about the time the
No, that's
Gizmos
awesome.
played.
That's cred. That gives you
Was that the
cred.
most exciting time ever at Weirdo Records when the Gizmos played?
I don't know what the most exciting time was, but I did have a show there every week, just like here, except it was much smaller.
Okay. Yeah, it was a tiny shop.
Yeah, it was very tiny.
Go ahead, throw some names out of people that played the Weirdo
Who
Records.
did play? I had a show where Bill Orcutt played. He's really
Okay.
like I only like weird
I know.
stuff, so it's like not
but
famous
there's
people.
like two people out there that are it's gonna blow their
Okay,
minds. Go ahead.
maybe the most famous thing that ever happened is one day the singer Bjork was in town and she was walking
Shut
around
up.
Central Square, and I was like, "Who's that short lady wearing pajamas outside?" And then it turned out to be Bjork. And while she was there, this guy named Mono Man, who's the lead singer of the Liars, came
Right.
in, and he got freaked out. And so they, the store was very small and had a huge shelf in the middle, and they kept circling each other around the shelf while one of them tried to get away from the other, and then they went the other way while the other one tried to get away from the first one. And they didn't speak, and then they both left.
Incredible.
We'll get to a little bit more with Angela, but first we have to finish up our rock and roll for the evening.
Yeah.
I think everybody's excited about
Yeah,
this.
of course.
And by the way, here's what happened while we watched them the first time. We were standing up watching. We're usually sitting down. I like the standing up thing.
The
We should
standing
do
up
that
is
again.
good.
We're gonna,
It's very
Hey,
good.
Stace, we're gonna stand up, and if we look like cool people at a rock show, get a shot of us, okay? All right, here we
Okay,
go.
let's rock.
One more time, everybody. It's Queen Anne's Revenge. Wow, that was truly incredible. Hey, Stacy, we look cool. We're all out. I thought we did. Hey, everybody, it's sadly it's time to wrap up the 100th episode of the Heavy London Topless Dance Party. But before we do that, we have to get to the plugs because after all, everybody's here for a reason. They want you to go to their shows. Hey, Queen Anne's Revenge, come on over here. Angela's already here, so we got a head start. Hey, there you go. Everybody, everybody bundle up and we'll get. Here we go. And by the way, here's what we're gonna do. Queen Anne's Revenge, since you got cheated out of your prom gig. When is your prom? In June? Is that when they?
Oh no, it's February 2nd.
Next weekend. It was.
Well, that one was, but when are they generally? Are they?
June.
Thank you. In June, we're gonna have Queen Anne's Revenge. Come back, play. We'll have a prom right here.
Yeah!
Rui knows plenty of teenagers. We can fill this place up with them.
I don't think we should do that, man.
I think we know enough cool adults.
All right, it'll be an adult prom then. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rui, your friends can't come. It's going to be great. So watch out for the Queen Anne's Revenge prom right here on the Heavy Leather Topless Dance Party. Let's get to the plugs. You're right next to me, Elsa Riot, so you can go first.
Yes, the next Smoke and Shadows is on Saturday, February 2nd. It's our 2-year anniversary, so it's going to be a super fun show. It is at 9:30 p.m. at the Rockwell in Davis Square, and you can get tickets at elsariot.com. Hip-hop, burlesque, and comedy, and variety, and probably cake and bubbly. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Fantastic, everybody. To my other side, here she is. It's Angela Sawyer. Let's find out where we can. You just got a taste of Angela. Nah, you gotta want the full. You want the whole thing. Let's find out where we do that.
Tomorrow I play a space being, a space goth superhero at Improv Boston at 8. That's in Central Square at 40 Prospect Street.
Okay.
On
Excuse
Saturday,
me?
yeah, that's what I'm doing tomorrow.
Okay.
On Saturday, I'm at a secret pop-up show called Don't Tell.
Ooh.
Every Sunday, I host an open mic at the Midway every Sunday night from 9 until 2 in the morning. I have a show in my house once a month, storytelling show called Shaves. And you can find out where I'm going to be all the time because I have a website called I Love Carl Rahner, which I know makes no sense. It's spelled ILUVKARLRAHNER.com.
Yeah! That's very easy to remember. Hey, Queen Anne's Revenge, where do we see you next?
This Saturday we're gonna be at the News Cafe. The News Cafe.
Wow.
We're playing in Pawtucket.
Yeah.
So we're playing with Shrine and Zach Smallwood.
Incredible.
He's a good friend of ours. So
Incredible piano.
And then we're playing February 9th at this cool place called The Parlor, which is actually in Providence.
yeah, with
another place
Sex
you're playing.
Coffee and Adapter.
Yeah. Sex Coffee.
Yeah, they've been here. Sex Coffee,
Come on
everybody.
down.
Take the journey.
Yeah, take
Sex
the journey.
Coffee, everybody. Angela, have you ever experienced sex coffee? I bet you have. I bet you have. Hey, let's go over here to the band. Let's see what's happening with these characters over here.
Hey, the Gala US. You can check us out at Deadbeat Records. Our new record is fucking coming out in March. Ah! Also, we're going to be playing February 22nd at Opus. Come check us out. Salem's a lovely place.
Yeah.
Woo! Well, my drummer got stuck in Pittsburgh for 3 days, but she's back, so we're still going to have our show on, on Tuesday, February 5th at Toad with the Blue Ribbons. We go on early, they go on late, and no one knows what happens after that, so you should come and find out.
Yeah!
Johnny, got anything happen?
No.
Nice. That's good because we're running out of time. All right, everybody. Thank you for 100 shows. Thank you to the incredible crew. Thank you to all these characters. Well, we'll do 100 more. Why not? Hey, and let me say this. Next week on the show, Melted Chapsticks will be here to play some rock and roll for you.
That's a great band name.
Yeah.
AJ Galgolev, is that right? You think that's right? Is going to do some comedy for us. And Johanna Lake's going to come on and do a whole crazy thing. So watch out for that.
Whoa.
And this is the part of the show where we dance, everybody. There they are. It's the Black Leather Lagoon.
My daddy drives a UFO, drops me off and then he goes.